Okay, Mark, this goes back to you. This is our final question for the night. Each of you will have 3 minutes to close. In your closing remarks, please include the strengths you have that you think you can carry to Nashville to get Gibson County a seat at the table in Nashville.
First of all, the way we're going to get a seat at the table, and according to most of the polls in the state, we're going to end up with a Republican governor this year. And that's how, if you have a Republican mayor, everybody knows how politics works. So you're already going to have a foot in the door. But to begin with, I just want to say I started out, my parents taught me about church and family and all of that, and I went on my first mission trip when I was 13, and I guess it probably rubbed off on me then. Been going on the last 9 or 10 years, but one of my strengths, I think, and well, some people closest to me probably, hopefully know it, but you have to humble yourself before God and for all of y'all. And when you humble yourself, you're able to get a whole lot more done. When people see that, they're more willing to follow you. That they see that you don't know it all and you're willing to ask for help. And one thing, like I said, is God, family, and Gibson County, which is country. And I would just like to say, once again, I run a business in this county for 25 years, and I've seen the good and I've seen the bad. And right now, it's not looking too good. I don't know how it's going to come down from the national and the state levels. But like I started off with in the opening, leadership ability is you have to take the first step first. I have men that work for me for, like I said, for 25 years. I've never set up a ladder on the side of a house and asked them to go up it if I was not willing to go up it. You've got to be able, as county mayor, as any other elected official, county mayor's going to have to sit down with all the elected officials, all the city mayors. And to me, it wouldn't hurt all the aldermen. Everybody you can get at the table, you're going to help work things out better with your cities and the county. So all I'm saying, this year is probably one of the most important votes is Gibson County Mayor and some of your county commissioners. Some of us opposed, some of us not. But this is about the future and the vision of Gibson County.
20.
Is our vision going to be brighter? Is it going to be a county that other counties look at that they might want to follow? And is Gibson County going to be the shining light on the hill? I think it can be, especially if you'll vote for me, Mark Renfro, August the 5th. Thank you.
I think the question was, what would... Don't stop me now, I'm on the road. I think the question was, what would I do to represent Gibson County as far as going to Nashville and letting them know we're here? Well, first off, I think Nashville a lot of times has forgotten that there is a western portion of the state of Tennessee, and especially Gibson County in it. And anybody in this room that knows me, I tell you, if I ever work a room, you won't forget me. For better or worse, you're going to remember Tom Witherspoon. And I hope it's for the better most of the time. And the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And elect me as your next mayor, and I promise you, I'll squeal like a pig under a gate. I'll get what we have to have here in Gibson County to give the working people what they need. I promise you that. And I've been asked several times since the beginning of my campaign why I wanted to run, why I decided to run. Well, the 3 reasons I'm running this race are sitting right there. Natalie, Morgan, Lindley. Get your hands up. Let's see pretty faces. They're why I'm running. One of these days, not too long from now, they're going to be finishing up college. And they're going to be looking to begin their lives and start their careers and raise their families. And I want them to be able to do that right here in Gibson County. I know it may be a little selfish of me to want that, but I think a lot of you want that too. And if you want it bad enough, remember election day, August 5th, you hold the power. When you walk into that booth, you hold all the power in the world right there in your right fingertip when you push that button. You hold the power. Don't ever be told different. I'm going to steal a line from one of my favorite movies. People shouldn't fear their governments. Governments should fear their people. And if you will vote for me, Tom Witherspoon, August 5th, we'll send that message and send it loud and clear. Thank you for your consideration. Thank y'all for coming.
Okay, Tim, 3 minutes. In your closing remarks, please include the strengths that you have that you think you can carry to Nashville to give Gibson County a place at the table. And of course, your closing remarks.
Me being a county commissioner for 12 years, the county commission and the county mayor can only do what the state legislature says we can do. It's not we can do anything that they say we can't do. We can only do something that has been authorized by law that says we can do, and we've got to work within that platform. So, I was elected chairman pro tem 2 years ago. I respect the other commissioners, and they respected me enough to give me that honor to be chairman pro tem. I've talked with elected officials in the courthouse and have a good working relationship with them. And as far as getting a seat in Nashville, you can work with anybody if you'll just use common sense and be honest in your approach. Somebody asked me why I want to get into politics. I said, well, I don't look at it as politics. I look at it kind of like farming. It's just different problems every day, and you solve that problem and go on to the next one, you know. And something can change the next day to make that problem even more different. That's what I'm used to all my life, and just solving problems is what the mayor's office is all about. I've ran a successful farming business for over 30 years. I've had some good times and bad times, but we've worked through them. Working in 4 different counties, you've got a lot of different paperwork you have to do, and that's why the mayor's office to me seems a whole lot like farming. Just the different scenarios you have to work through, and different people you have to work with. And if you can use common sense and be a people person to where people know you're honest and forthright, and know you're just not blowing smoke all the time, and know when you're telling a joke or when you're serious, let them know who you are. I think with that we can move Gibson County forward. Thank you.
Okay, I want to give another round of applause to probably the person in this room that's had the hardest job of anybody tonight, and that's Kathy Bruss. And then, these 3 gentlemen strictly abided by her time calling, and I appreciate that, so give them another round. And then Jim, Clint, and Dwight, thank you all again for putting this together. And to all of you, whichever candidate you choose, I think all 3 of these gentlemen have spoken from their heart. I think all 3 of these gentlemen want to be mayor of Gibson County, or they wouldn't be out putting those signs up when it's as hot as it is. I remember those days, Joy. But whichever one you choose, work for that candidate. Not only work for that candidate, support them with your money if you can, and then get some other people to support them. The great philosopher Voltaire said, you know, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll fight to the end for your right to say it. So once one of these guys is going to be our mayor, one of them's going to. So whichever one it is, let's all, as a group tonight, make a commitment that we're going to support them. We're not going to be negative about them. We're going to be positive. And we're going to bring Gibson County back, not back to its glory days, but in the future to its brightest days.
Preach it, sister.
Amen, brother.